Hey guys, it's Andrew here with Zocoma TV. I have a special treat for you. For those of you who like fish, particularly koi fish or pond, and if you like ponds, you like water gardens, I have a special interview with Dr. Eric Johnson from KoiVet.com, and that video will be airing soon. So if you're into that sort of thing, hit that subscribe button and keep an eye out for that video. Also, I have other videos about my personal aquariums at home and our bearded dragon Ember. So keep an eye out for those videos as well. So thank you for watching, and make sure to hit that subscribe button to get that special interview with Dr. Eric Johnson. Hello everyone, welcome to my Blue Ridge Hatchery tour. This first farm we're visiting is the Kernersville Farm. It is the hub of the main operations for Blue Ridge, and actually this first greenhouse, if I'm not mistaken, is the one they use to quarantine fish before they send them out. The cool thing about the Kernersville Farm is it's on 18 acres, it's 100% well water. The weird thing is, a lot of people always ask why fish are so expensive. Well, take this for example. At this location, in the summer, they can lose up to 10% of their koi farm sources per month. So you're watching these are just the cool bins. They're using them as holdout bins and acclimating them to different temperatures. That's pretty cool. Alright, now you're looking at what they use for filtration on this entire basically building. What's so fascinating about this to me is their filtration systems throughout the entire trip are bigger than most people's aquariums. And this is actually a pellet reactor, which is pretty cool. They use bubbles on the bottom so it suspends the debris long enough that it actually never gets to break down. The bacteria just gets to eat it up before it turns into nitrates and everything. It's awesome. Now this room is actually where they pack all of their koi. So we've got all the boxes, and Casey gave us a quick demonstration of how they do that. Sadly, I couldn't get it on video for you guys. One thing I was just absolutely blown away by at this trip was just how many koi they have. And if I remember correctly, they ship over 1.5 million fish and various creatures a year, and that's just incredible. This is a catch pond in case any of the fish jump out, go down the drain. One thing I want to guide your guys' attention to as we walk through this next building is notice how these tanks are made. They're just made out of plywood, some of them with liner, some of them with just rhino lining, and I just think that's phenomenal. You don't have to have thousands and thousands of dollars to have a nice pond in your backyard if you want koi. You can just make a tank out of plywood and liner and you're good to go. Now I like some of these other bins and these blue circle bins because these were pretty large koi. If I remember correctly, they were at least 1 foot long, if not 1.5 foot long. I don't remember if they sold these or if they were breeders, but they were pretty gorgeous koi. I mean, just look at them. One thing I would love for you guys to do is comment below the different types of koi you find, or maybe just comment your favorite koi, and I would just love to see if you guys can spot a particular koi that you like. And feel free to put a timestamp on it too, so we can all enjoy it. Now here you can see Casey scooping up some black comets, and I just thought this was pretty cool. Actually, Paul Cafaro is the one that noticed it. When you look in the tank, you actually can't see anything, but Casey scooped them up, and all you see all of a sudden you see these black wriggly things, and I just thought that was pretty cool. And here's just a quick shot of how the Blue Ridge team size a fish appropriately. Since they sell fish in different sizes, they just use these grate systems and the fish just fall through the grates. Now here's just a quick clip of us walking down from the greenhouses down to a holding pond for their butterfly koi. I believe it's their retired butterfly koi. And you can see how they do water changes, and they try to reuse as much water as possible. So the excess water, when it overflows, they feed it down to these mud ponds. And this is just a good example of how beautiful the area is here in Kernersville. Now I think this butterfly koi pond is a great example of how you can kind of get a hybrid between your traditional koi museum ponds and your more modern water garden with a waterfall type pond. It's a liner tub and it has these beautiful koi in it. You can see the koi. You can also get this great majestic kind of garden feeling with the pergola that's over top. Now this great big butterfly koi that you can see here in this later clip, it's probably one of the largest koi in the pond, and if I remember right, this was one of Randy's favorite koi. Now here's some shots from us when we took our drive from the Kernersville Farm over to the Virginia Farm. The cool thing about the Virginia Farm is it's actually 300 acres. It has 64 ponds, which total in 100 acres of ponds alone. And another thing I thought was pretty fascinating is they actually have 2.2 miles of predator fencing to try to keep out otters and raccoons, different kind of mammals that are going to try to eat these koi. So they're doing everything they can to reduce their fish loss because it's a pretty big deal. Now as we come into the farm for a moment, I just want you to just take in the serene environment at this Virginia Farm location. It's in the Blue Ridge Mountains, and you've got the Dan River that kind of borders the farm, and you just got this beautiful wooded forest scene. Random goose just walking around on the farm. Yes, I'm talking about you. Yes. Hello. This one smells like a fish farm.
Oh yeah, it smells like
Woo! What up? What up, doggy? So we got a little aquaponics thing going. Cool thing about the Virginia Farm is they have these grow out buildings. So what they do is they keep them at a warm enough temperatures that the koi can actually grow to size. And they actually have 55,000 gallons of water in these 3 buildings. Look at these butterflies. Yes. Oh, check out these little babies. Check out the little babies. So what you see these Blue Ridge team members doing is they're actually culling the fish. What they're doing is they're trying to select the best looking koi for their customers because they want to only sell the best looking fish. So they're actually hand selecting what fish look good, and another thing they're looking for is actually any sort of health defects, anything that could possibly cause any health problems for the fish. This fish is the same age as all these other fish. Can you believe that? No, I can't, but the experts say same age. Oh my gosh. Now these were some of my favorite tubs in the whole trip. If I remember correctly, these were the male breeders. So these are all pretty big sized fish. They're all about a couple feet in long. And just look at those colors. Again, if you can find your favorite fish, comment below, put on the timestamp so we can all enjoy together the favorite fish of the video. Alright, what's behind this mystery shed that no one else is at? I'm curious. Oh hey look, more fish bins. Who would have thunk? Bunch of butterflies. This is the 100% butterfly facility, if I am not mistaken. No, it's definitely a mix. So here's a pretty cool shot. I actually got a chance to feed some of these koi, and I wanted to take some of that video and put it in slow motion for you. So if you haven't found your favorite fish, now is the time to do it. This is the truck they use to transport fish between facilities. It's super old because it's a diesel. Of course, they run forever. And you got these little bins here that you put the fish in, the water comes out, the fish just come out, no big deal. So they use this truck. It's ancient, it's got a lot of miles on it. Giant, is this a filter?
Yeah.
Giant biofilter.
A giant autofill.
Crazy. Crazy, crazy. It's like a bait ball but koi. That's incredible. Got the creek right next to the ponds. How cool is that? So this was actually a really cool experience that I wanted to share with you guys. We got an opportunity to witness them actually feed one of these mud ponds. So in this particular pond, they said there's about 14,000 koi in here. And you can see in a couple minutes that they actually netted some of these koi together. And there's actually about 1,400 koi in this net. So I think this is a cool experience, and I hope you get to share this. A cool thing about Blue Ridge is they actually sell directly to customers. So if you want to check out some of the koi they have in stock, here's a link to their website that you can go and select a fish and actually buy directly from Blue Ridge Koi. Another interesting fact is they actually sell their own brand of fish food. So if you want to look for a different kind of fish food, maybe actually directly support the people who breed these koi for you, check out their food products. Think the two Blue Ridge Koi Farms.
Two Blue Ridge Koi Farms. I've been to both of them. The last one, I like the other one that we were just at. This one's super cool, and I actually saved that photo with them like 2 years ago.
Oh, you did?
Which was epic, dude. That was some fun stuff. So yeah, coming back this time was obviously less of like a whoa because I've seen it before, but it still is awesome. Like, it's amazing. How'd you like it?
I freaking thought it was amazing seeing all the baby kois.
Yeah, I've never seen them that small before.
They're tiny.
They're very tiny. They're like minnow size in that one right now.
That's right.
And they're gonna grow them up. But the cool thing is because out here they grow during summer.
Yep.
Otherwise, those ponds are useless. That's why they have these buildings. They'll grow them.
Yep.
It's
Help
super
keep them
cool.
from predators. 2.2 miles of predator fencing. Ridiculous.
I'm got a lot of predators at my house myself, so deal with it. You know.
All right. Hey guys, so that's pretty much the end of the tour today. Huge shout out to Tom at Garden State Koi for putting this on, and then thanks to Greg Woodsock, of course, for paying for the employees, the retail and maintenance team for coming out here, and then thanks to the Blue Ridge team, Randy and Casey and Kirsten for taking us out and touring us around, and then Paul Cafaro for a huge shout out, and then Joe Fagan at Country Ponds. That was a nice trip there today. So anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed it, and hope you're a little bit inspired to have some water gardens in your backyards and just to have more life in your life. Have good ones, and Andrew out. Again guys, thanks for watching. I hope I've inspired you to have more life in your lives. If you really liked the video, hit that thumbs up button and please share it with your friends and family.